Hello guys, it's D to the B here, and if you hear a car engine noise, I'm currently recording in my mom's car while I'm waiting for her to leave work. So let's get into this. So I want to get into this physical media subject that is going on and basically give my thoughts on it. So if you haven't heard, Walmart and Best Buy announced that they would be getting rid of physical media for like DVDs, like movies. Now, I did find out some news. Walmart is getting rid of physical media both for movies and video games. And then Best Buy is just doing movies, which it's better. But I'm not for this. And then we have the Ubisoft people saying that they want to get rid of physical media for video games. Like, you don't need, they basically said you don't need to own the game and you'll be fine just getting it on Xbox or whatever, the game system. And I was not for this stuff to begin with. Personally, for me, as I'm probably going to put in the background of this video, I like to collect physical media. Now, yes, we do have a couple movies on digital, like we bought from Vudu or on the iPad, which the iPads make sense because DVD players aren't really a thing anymore. Like the those DVD players that you would just open up, click the middle, insert a DVD in, like those don't exist anymore. So it makes sense for iPads to have it. But I'd still like the option, and we're leading into this era where everything is going to be digital. Video games, movies, like TV shows, like it's gonna be everything. And it is ridiculous, to be honest. I am not for this. I think Walmart and Best Buy made a huge mistake because there are plenty of people who still collect physical media in the world. Now, yes, there are probably more people who get the digital version. I don't know. But people prefer to have physical media, like DVDs. Now, the people who grew up with VHSs, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. My friend Full Metal Dipper would totally be laughing at me right now because I probably got it wrong. Rest that man's soul. Anyway, they're probably laughing at us because they're like, haha, now you have to go through what we went through, even though I did grow up in that generation too, where they got rid of those the VHSs, and now it's happening to DVDs. I was hoping it would never happen to DVDs because personally I like owning my movies and shows physically. Same with video games. Like, anytime I could do, like, I could get like the new Lego racing game on my PlayStation 5, get it digitally, don't even have to get a disc, just buy it in the system. I can have more space for other things. Like, yeah, I could do that, but I just rather own it, to be honest. Because let's say if I lost my PS5 account, or I got hacked and I lose all of my stuff, I'd rather have the physical media right there, so then I can just re-download the games. Yes, I'll probably have to play them all over again, which some over others I don't mind, and then there's others I'm like, not again. But I just rather own it, to be honest. Like, able to hold in my hand. Now, yes, some of you are probably going like, D the B, this isn't that big of a deal. Personally, for me, I just like holding it. I like the feeling that I spent my money, and now what I wanted is in my hands. Is it a bad financial choice? Probably. And then also there's the fact I'm going to bring up that there are some movies that don't even have like modern releases or aren't on digital at all. Like, there are plenty of movies, like my Buzz Lightyear Star Command movie. That movie is unbelievably rare because they never made a modernized version of the movie or put in any streaming services or put it on digital. No, they haven't done that because Disney doesn't want to, but Disney's a whole different thing. I'd rather not get into that situation. But yeah, I just rather own it in my hands, just be like that crazy archive person. It's like, hey, I want to watch this movie. I want that to be me, and just to put it in. Like, I'm even the person who's like, we own it on DVD. Like, let's say if we wanted to watch a specific movie and my family's considering getting a digital, I'm like, we have it on DVD, right? Or just let you know, I actually have this on DVD so we can save some money. Sometimes they listen to me, sometimes they don't, which, family be family, I guess. But yeah, I just want to have the DVDs, to own physical, and I want it to last into the generation. Now, I'll say the DVD thing isn't terrible as much as I don't want it to happen, but the video games, oh my gosh. What I have heard of the video games is terrible. They want to get rid of physical media for for video games, which I mentioned earlier, but then they also want to you know how streaming services are, and you pay in a certain amount of money to get a bunch of channels. Apparently what it sounds like the video game companies want to do, or mostly Ubisoft, is have them get their game system and then pay for like $77 per month or something like that, or per year, to get like 2 games. And it's just so ridiculous that they're trying this with video games. Like, it's so stupid. It's really so stupid that we're resulting to a video game streaming service. Get your Ubisoft Plus now for $77 per month. My gosh, it's dumb. It's really, really dumb. I'm not paying for that. And also, I'm going to bring up the fact that I'm not an online player, so there's no real reason to do that. Oh, that probably doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I just find that ridiculous that we are just getting rid of these DVDs to go digital, and then they're going to, for the video games, just have it as a streaming service, basically. I know it's not a streaming service. I could already see some of you in the comments going like, oh, it's not a streaming service. It's basically a streaming service for video games, but you get ripped off more than streaming services. Well, depending what streaming service. And I just don't want that, and I'm not going to support that. I'm sorry. Granted, for me, for video games, I don't really get into a lot of the modern video games. I could see people in the comments already coming up with pitchforks and torches to get me, but I really don't care about a lot of modern video games, to be honest. The visuals are good, I'll give it that, but the gameplay feels very lacking. And it's very rare when I do get a new video game. I've mostly been going backwards with video games because when I play the older video games, I feel more energy. Like, I feel like there's more attacks. Now, yes, you could argue that it's dated, and that's fair. but I'd rather take dated over quantity, because that's what video games kind of feel like. They don't have the immersiveness that old video games had. Like, I think most of the budget just goes into visuals, like the gameplay. Some are really good, yeah, no doubt about it. There are some really good video game gameplays, well, controls, I should say, and combat. But then there's mostly most of them where they're just boring. Like they're not bad, but I want more combat. I want to be immersed into playing this video game, and I'm not getting that. So yeah, I'm not for this. Granted, it's better that I waited a while to make a video. I was gonna rant about this. You probably heard me shouting. But yeah, I'm not for this. I'm not getting any of this modern stuff, because modern movies and TV shows suck. And then also, I don't really care about modern gaming that much. So yeah, I'm not going to support this. I'm going to get as many DVDs as I can. Now, this is just Best Buy and Walmart right now, but I have a feeling that it's not gonna stop there. I feel that Amazon, Toys R Us, yes, Toys R Us still exists, Target, Meijer, and all these other places are going to eventually get rid of physical media forever, where we're stuck in this digital mess and we can't get out of it. So yeah, no, I'm not for that. And a lot of people aren't either. Like, no one, or okay, maybe not everyone. I can see a few people saying, wow, everything's digital, I love it. I don't. I'd say, I think we should start a movement to fight these people. I think we should use, I'm going to create this. I'm creating hashtag save physical media. Anyway, this is D2B signing off. And if it doesn't work, I don't care, as long as we tried. You can even laugh at me. I just like physical media more. So yeah, bye everyone.